Welcome guys, thanks for tuning back into another episode of the Game of Cryptos. I hope you guys are all doing well. From this video, I'm just here to discuss, a little bit of the aftermath from the 4th of July dump that we have had. Obviously, a lot of what's been happening right now with price action with Bitcoin is going against kind of the things that we were hoping to, happen with your favorite altcoins in Bitcoin. As of right now, obviously the price of Bitcoin is going to be right around $58,000. It has gone down as low. I think we experienced around, what did we see, like 54,000 or so. So we've bounced back up ever since that 4th of July dip. But, again, obviously not a lot of us expected this. However, I will say a lot of the price action we've been seeing, obviously it's a lot of whales. A lot of whale action, whalish games. Honestly, we're starting to see a little bit of the support right around, honestly, it's been flirting around with a lot of the old all-time highs and the closes. If you go and look back on like the monthly, you'll see that we're getting a lot of these bounces off the opening and closes of the previous months years and years ago. So obviously we're range bound, and this is a really, really important critical level. But yeah, so having said this though, in this video I wanted to go over things that you can do right now considering the slowness in the market. What are some things that I'm doing, and what are some things just in general people can be doing to maximize these times? Before I get into that, just looking again at bitbo.io chart, a price projection chart. You see the orange and the green line. You guys have heard me talk about this, and you see the red line. The orange line is 2 cycles ago, and the yellow line is from the green line is from the 2021 cycle, and then the red line is this current cycle. The reason I'm bringing this up is for a lot of people still think. Some people think that, now it's the bear market, prices are going lower, like what's going on? Guys, honestly, all you're seeing is a retracement, kind of back to normal momentum that the bull runs normally flow at. Arguably, we were going too bullish too much too soon, especially because of all this ETF hype with Bitcoin, with Ethereum, potentially ETFs with like Solana and other ones. So obviously, we saw the new all-time high come sooner than we normally do. But what you're seeing here and what might likely play out is that we're going to see the typical 4-year cycle, that this won't be a left translated cycle, that it's going to be more likely to play out like it normally does. And as you can see, it's kind of getting back on track to what happened in the last cycle and the cycle previously. But if that's the case, if it is kind of getting back on track and it's going to follow this type of pattern, obviously we're not going to see as high as returns as the previous 2 cycles. Arguably, you're probably going to see, maybe something like this, still really good high Bitcoin prices, but nothing as bullish as you saw previous bull runs, just because it's going to take more money to move the market than when it did back in the inception of the market. But again, that means we're gearing up here soon after, we could see a little bit more choppiness for a couple weeks, a couple months. But especially, I feel like, honestly, by the time September, November hits, we should already be probably flirting with all-time highs again. If not, we're going to be past that, hopefully, and on to new all-time highs. And then you're going to start seeing altcoins go absolutely parabolic, I think. Definitely by Q4 of this year. Now, getting back to the main points of this video, I wanted to go over, nope, that's not the video. Sorry about that, guys. Nope. Let's see here. Well, that's not going to work out the way I wanted it to. Don't know why that's happening. Sorry about that, guys. I was trying to pull up the slide to make it full screen, but for some reason it's not doing that right now. Anyways, what I wanted to go over is, what are some things you can do right now? And one of them is just sit back and do nothing. Sit back, sit on your hands, don't do anything. Don't even look at if you don't want to, and if this is, a lot of everything that's going on feels a little bit too much, just close your laptop. Don't look at the charts. Go and work out. Go for a run. Go do some exercise. Go watch a movie. Go to the movie theaters. Go play your favorite video game. Go watch some, Netflix or whatever. Go hang out with your family. Go hang out with your friends. That could be something. Sometimes the best action is no action at all, because sometimes by doing too much, sometimes by doing too much to your portfolios, this, that, and the other, depending on, who you are, obviously, and what you've already done with your portfolio, sometimes maybe all you have done is what you need to do, and now you just need to let the market come to you. So potentially one thing to do right now is just to do nothing at all and just go out there and enjoy the summer. Relax, let the market come to you. You already did all the hard work. You already allocated your portfolio. You already are in the bullish narratives, the top picks. Just sit back and relax and let the market come to you. Another thing that you could do is, let's say you maybe aren't as prepared and you need to get more prepared. BTFD, buy the effing dip. DCA, keep calm and buy the dip. Right now, if you have capital on the side, whether it's in your stable coins or you have money from, just your job or whatever, however you get your money, this could be a great opportunity to get in more into the market, get more money in, because arguably these are going to be some of the better prices to be in when the prices are low. Again, you don't want to get in when you see prices pump, because that's like a bias confirmation. And yes, you're gonna yes, you can obviously still make money once you already still see the market pump and then you deploy capital, but you're not going to make as much because you had to wait for that confirmation. So really it comes down to the right way to do it is just investing in things that you have conviction in. If you have conviction in them and they're in a bullish narrative and they're the top picks in those narratives, there's a great chance that they're still going to perform well this bull run. So just DCA into them if you have the money, and if it fits your investment thesis. If you've already invested enough, if you've already brought enough dips, then again, go back to step 1, like it says, and just sit back and relax. The next one, number 3, this is a very important one too. Reallocating your portfolio and or balancing it. And this is just a random portfolio. I picked some cryptos that are really popular, some that I'm, into, but, this shows like you have Caspa, Tectum, Miria, Pepe, and Bitcoin, Tau, and Render. So the whole rebalancing your portfolio thing, let's say this wasn't as a diversified portfolio and you were just in nothing but meme coins, you were in Pepe and Myro and Brett, all these random meme coins, and you saw a lot of your money actually go down, then this is when it could be a good time to actually reallocate some of those funds. Or let's say you did make some decent profit on some of these memes or other coins. This is when it's a good idea to go and look at your portfolio, see how it's balanced, see how it's weighed, and maybe take some of those profits and put them into other plays that have higher conviction. A lot of times when you see the market retrace, you're going to see a lot of people sell off on the more speculative plays, the lower market caps, and they're going to put them in the higher plays like your Bitcoin, your Ethereum, your Solana, your something like Caspa that has been holding up really well. You're going to usually see more of that happening, and people are going to get away from those lower market caps. Obviously, the lower market caps can create more return, but more return is more risk. So again, reallocating your portfolio during these times when the market is choppy is arguably one of the best times to make sure you are ready for the continuation of this bull run. Because how many times has the market pumped and you're like, man, I wish I would have gotten this crypto when it was cheaper? Well, now is the time. You have the opportunity to get in things while they're cheaper. So do that, again, if it makes sense for your investment thesis, for your cryptos that you are in. Moving on. Research cryptos. Again, researching cryptos can set you up for being better, being more acknowledgeable when it comes to, okay, is this crypto something that, not only do I think is bullish, but will other people think is bullish? That's something to consider when you're thinking. You have to, with crypto, you have to be able to look at things from different points of views. You have to be able to look at things from other people's perspectives. You have to be able to look at things from a retail standpoint. If you were getting into crypto as a retail, you're going to want to get in the simple plays. On retail, when they're Googling cryptos, when they're Googling or YouTubing certain cryptos, like what are the best cryptos to buy, a lot of times the ones that the retailer are going to get in are the ones that are easily accessible, the ones that are on the tier 1 exchanges, something like your Coinbase, your Binance, crypto.com. Those, the ones that are listed, the cryptos that are listed on there, are probably the ones that people are going to go to more than likely. Now, I get it. You have cryptos like Caspa. You might have Tau, Tectum, some of these other ones that are really bullish. Or especially like Tau and Tectum, they have seen a huge retracement, but overall consensus, I still think a lot of people are bullish on them. But if you were to see those get on like Coinbase and Binance, chances are retail is more than likely going to be able to pump those types of cryptos. So again, you want to be able to be in cryptos that have a narrative, and if it has a narrative and a backing and a community, there's a good chance that when the market goes green again, when we see bullish price action from Bitcoin, that money is going to flow into some of, hopefully, those cryptos that you've researched and done really good research in, and have came to the conclusion that, hey, I think the cryptos that I'm investing in or thinking about investing in is going to see a lot of allocation of funds to. So again, use this time to research crypto projects, cryptos that you are unsure of, just the narratives. Just do that to feel more conviction for your investments. And lastly, your DCA out plan, your sell plan. Start thinking of that. And this one is just an example. It's a chart. It's a random chart, and it's just showing you different price ranges for something like Caspa. $1.50, $2, $2.50, $3. And I'm not saying Caspa's going to go to 3, and I'm not saying that it can't go past it. Maybe it goes to 5. These are just random things. This is just for my point. Like, set targets and say, okay, you know what? Because of X amount of money I'm invested in, if Caspa does this, if Caspa 5x's, if Caspa 10x's, or again, not even Caspa, just any crypto, then I can take a little bit off the board. I can sell 25, 50%, 75% of that crypto, or whatever. So do that. Have a selling plan. And that can either be price action wise. Maybe it's good to have, okay, if this crypto hits this price, I'm selling it, or have a timeline selling out plan. So, or no, you know what? I have advice. Have 3 different types of selling options. One is a price option, potentially. Like, okay, if this crypto reaches this price, I'm selling. Have a timeline price, or a timeline of DCing out, like, hey, by Q2 of 2025, I'm out of the market, no matter where price is at. Or 3, when your portfolio reaches a certain price, when your portfolio is a value that you feel like is a lot of money and you don't want to lose, and where you think it could be life-changing, then potentially sell. Again, none of this is financial advice. It's just, just giving you some information that could be very beneficial for the rest of this bull run. So again, guys, let me know in the comments, or what are you doing right now with, the original, dump in Bitcoin, the sell-off. Are you buying? Are you just holding? Are you, what are you doing? Are you, maybe selling some cryptos to, rebalance it and getting more higher conviction plays. And if you are just curious to know what cryptos are you buying into, have you set certain sell targets for your cryptos? Are you waiting for a certain price? Are you waiting for a certain portfolio value? Or are you just waiting for a certain date on the calendar? Let me know in the comments, and I'll be in there answering some of your questions. And again, guys, right now, just keep calm and just realize that the market is what we are seeing is normal action, and it's whale games. And the whales that be the big players right now, they just don't want Bitcoin to be super bullish. Believe me, when they are ready for it to be, it will be. And I'm willing to bet that you are going to have significantly much more money than you already have if you're already in the market now. If you just wait and hold until maybe later the end of this year, or maybe Q1 or Q2 of 2025, I'm willing to bet your portfolio value is going to be way higher than it is right now if you just wait and just hold on and not give up right now in crypto. For those of you that have been in crypto from from 2022 to 2023, guys, this is nothing. Don't ruin all the hard work in the studying and the DCing and the labor that it took to buy the cryptos and get your portfolio to where it is now. To just don't sacrifice a little price action right now and then just completely diminish all that hard work and stuff that you did months ago, a couple years ago. Just hang in there and get the reward, and hang in there and get your reward for doing all the hard work and doing what a lot of other people didn't do. And if you're watching these videos, if you're watching crypto, chances are you have a really good chance of making good money, because you're here in a world, in a sector where not a lot of people are invested in. There's a lot of people that aren't even invested in Bitcoin, let alone some of your favorite other altcoins. So yeah, there's risks to this game, but what's riskier? Not being in it at all and not potentially getting life-changing wealth? Worst comes to worst, you lose all your money, then you're just back to square one. You're just back to where everyone else is in the world. But if you play this game and you bet right on the right cryptos, you're diversified, and the right narratives, you have the chance to potentially change your life depending on what you're invested in and how much money you invested in those projects. So again, guys, hopefully some of you got a little bit of motivation and can be able to stay calm during these turbulent times. Until next time, I'll see you guys. Have a good one.